After looking ahead to our first game in 2 weeks since the Accrington fixture, what's the place like been then? What's the training ground been like since then?
Well, it's always happy. The training ground's superb. It's a great environment to work in. We've been working hard on certain principles, revisiting where we've been really good, things where we have to improve, and looking forward to the weekend's game, not just the weekend's game, the run of fixtures that we've got coming up thick and fast.
With it being so long since the last fixture, I'm guessing the lads are itching to get back out onto the grass and play football again.
Definitely. They've had a little bit of time off, they've needed it. 12 weeks, been a massive achievement, integrating a squad of players together and getting the results that we've got, and we're looking forward to the remaining fixtures of the season and the remaining fixtures of the year as well.
Back on home soil this weekend. Since you've come to the club, the form at home has generally been good. How important can that home form be going forward?
Well, it can be massive. It can be, it just represents another great opportunity to, perform on what is a magnificent stage in front of magnificent supporters. And we're going to embrace it. It's going to be a difficult game, but we want that 3-point feeling. We want that feeling that we had when we played MK Dons and Fleetwood, and it was brilliant emotions at the end of the game. But backed up by two, hearty performances, and we're pleased with the success that we're getting. We're still in a difficult position, but we're climbing, and we're optimistic, and we're challenging the players every day. And the biggest challenge of the week is obviously, game day, and we're looking forward to that. We're well prepared, and we'll definitely represent the supporters.
Like you say, we're climbing, we're looking to close the gap between ourselves and the teams above. One of the teams above in that pack is AFC Wimbledon. A lot of people bill it as a 6-pointer, but what are your thoughts on that? I guess from your perspective it's just another game, or is it different?
Yeah, well, there's no such thing as a 6-pointer. So it's another game. We'll only know at the end of the season the importance of the outcome of this game. It's just a 3-point situation where we have to play them again away from home. So we're looking at playing AFC Wimbledon twice, and we're trying to get as many points out of playing AFC Wimbledon twice to go towards a total that we believe will keep us in League One. We haven't given up, the players haven't given up. There's a great feeling, there's an ambition about the players. We've got to be realistic. So we're playing AFC Wimbledon in isolation twice, and we want to try and pick as many points up as we possibly can. And this game in isolation won't decide the outcome of this season. We're still, counting up games to 23. We played 15, I think, of the first 23 games. So we've still got 8 games to make a real impact as we go into the second half of the season, and that could be the game changer. There's an 8-game swing that we have to put together that represents promotion form, because I'm looking at 29 games, 46, 47, 48 points to keep us in League One, and that's still my ambition, and that means we have to replicate promotion form. So if we're going to achieve the impossible task, and it is, and it has been always an impossible task, then we have to put promotion form together. Now, looking at it objectively, our last 4 league games, 9 points from 12. So if we get a positive result on Saturday, over 5 games, that would be promotion form. So we've got to keep building. Don't look at one game in isolation, look at the 3 previous and the one that you played, and then start building. And that's what we're trying to do. We're not putting that one game or that one result or that one league loss in isolation. We've built a platform. The last 4 games, 9 points. The next 4 games, let's see if we can get that promotion block in place. And promotion block promotion run of games will hopefully aid us in our recovery and our pursuit of the teams above us. So it's not that one game in isolation, it's let's see if we can start building them blocks, and there will be losses, there will be positive points where we draw games, but as long as we marry them up with 3 points, then we can start building that block, that intent, that sequence of results that sees us climb the league table.
What sort of a side are AFC Wimbledon? What are you expecting from them coming here this weekend?
Honest, you know, the fighters. They've got a very good coach in Glenn Hodges. You know, they are fighting the odds, but they had an excellent victory last week against Gillingham, and we're looking forward to the challenges that we know we're going to face, but really looking forward to it. But they're a good side, well managed, and I've got a lot of respect for Glenn.
It's a busy December. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Does that mean you'll, at stages during the next few weeks, have to rotate your squad? I guess everybody's very much needed, aren't they?
Everybody's needed, but I don't think you can rotate 14 players. We've suffered 1 or 2 injuries, injuries that we can't have envisaged. You know, Jacobs, for example, we've missed Jack and we will miss Jack, but you know, I couldn't predict what happened with Jack. It's a historical injury that he's got, and it's unfortunate because he's a big player for us, a leader, and there's players like Jack who are missing on a regular basis, but we have to make ends meet. We have to embrace the dilemmas that we face on a daily basis, and we have to try to come up with the right formula to represent our beliefs against any opposition in this league. But rotation, if I had a hammer under my desk, I think I'd hit you over the head with it.
Couple of weeks with no game, and that was perhaps a chance for some of the lads to get some rest in, but I'm guessing by the sound of it then you've still got the same issues in terms of injuries and lads missing.
There are issues that we knew and we know that this group of players were going to experience. It just happens sometimes, burnout. The 12 weeks that they've been together, and whether you like me or not, it's natural what happens. The burnout, the fatigue, you know, you can give them rest. We have given them rest, but some of the injuries that we are experiencing, I've not experienced putting a group of players together like we have done over a 12-week period and put them on the pitch in a live league while still trying to you know, wrap them up in cotton wool but still expose them and make sure they get the rest but train them. So they need everything, you know, in almost like microwaved, you know, and ping, but sometimes it can't be achieved. But the players that we have available, they will represent us, definitely, and I'll stand by the side of the pitch and be one of them with this group of supporters that we've got, because they need the support.